sure you've broken down turnovers and all that. And if you had the answer, it would be fixed and all those kind of things. But I mean, what tweaks can be made, whether it's lineups, personnel, other things, to maybe improve some of those situations?
Man, if we had the answer right now, we probably wouldn't be in this rut. We've played really well at home. We haven't been good on the road, and so thankfully for us, this game tomorrow is at home, and then we've got to figure out how to do something different on the road. Maybe just be locked in a little bit. You looked at compare this year to last year. Last year we were really good on the road. We had 3 seniors and we're kind of replacing them with 3 freshmen in the lineup, and it just hasn't translated very well for us. Like I said, for us, we're at home tomorrow. We played fairly well. We competed well. We got a little bit more confidence at home. Understand who we play, but at the same time, we've been different, and hopefully we can build off that.
But you can't take that for granted, in opinion.
Oh no, never. I don't think that we do. I understand. We understand who we play. Understand that Ohio State's really, really good. They're gonna press. We're gonna turn it over. It's just we gotta make shots. Very similar to what we did last year against them. We made a lot of shots. We turned the ball over a lot in the first quarter. Turned the ball over in the game, but we just made shots, and that's what we have to do tomorrow to give ourselves a chance.
Rashonda and Mary Ashley, they've gotten a lot of minutes this year, but are they reaching a point that are more minutes than what they played in high school? And how do you manage that, and how have they kind of held up under those heavy minutes?
I think both of them have played a lot of basketball throughout their career. I don't know that it's minutes. I think it's just who we're playing against. Playing in the Big Ten on the road, especially, or at home against Iowa, against Indiana, against Ohio State. It's a little different than playing in South Bend, Washington, or playing at Dalton High School. Those kids have adjusted. They give us everything they have. It's on us to continue to work and get better the best we can. And nobody's given up on our season. We come in, we fight every day to get better. We work really hard to get better. It just hasn't translated to wins or some ugly losses on the road for us. But our heads down, we're working, and we're going to do our best to try to get out of this.
But you haven't seen any wear and tear with them, and they're still in pretty good shape, not just physically, but mentally to get through the rest of the year.
Yeah, Chaz has done a really good job of making sure their bodies are healthy, whether it was getting stronger in the off season and maintaining strength right now. And then for us, we've got the catapult system that we work, and we can manage, player loads and making sure we still have a good, 6 weeks left or whatever it is to get us through the season in the best physical shape we can be.
How would you describe the way you guys are playing now compared to, say, a month ago or 2?
We're losing, so I don't know that there's an answer for that.
Yeah.
We're losing. When we make shots, we're good. We played against Indiana, we played good. We played against Iowa, we were good. We were not good at Michigan State. We were not good at Penn State. So we were not good at Maryland. So it's been on the road where we haven't been good. We played well against Iowa here. Iowa's number 2 in the country. We played well. We took Indiana down to the wire. We played well. So it's just been on the road where we just haven't been good.
So you mentioned the catapult thing. How has that helped you guys this year?
Yeah, so that little thing that they wear on their back, right? It just manages player loads. Who's working hard, whose heart is racing, how many miles you've covered, all that stuff. It's been really good for Amaya to as she's translated back into practice with us. It was really good for Sophie. Managing when we felt comfortable putting her on the floors when she was hitting the same kind of numbers that everybody else was hitting. Yesterday we had a pretty intense practice. It wasn't very long practice, but we had a pretty intense practice, and so the load wasn't heavy on their legs, but the intensity was high. And so you just kind of measure that and try to simulate practices the day before a game that a game looks like. You try to mirror those numbers. We didn't necessarily have a day off Thursday. We didn't get out Wednesday night because of the fog, so we didn't fly home till Thursday. So trying to use those numbers to making sure we're healthy and as fresh, ready to go tomorrow at 2:00 as we can.
What have you seen from Ohio State? And I know they've been good here recently, and starting 5 up there with probably Indiana and Iowa as far as the top in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're coming off a huge win. They beat Iowa, obviously at home. Didn't play as well at Illinois, but I think Illinois' guards kind of handled it. Like they turned the ball over 22 times, but just handled it pretty well. Whether you're looking at McMahon or Theory, just elite athletes who are different than anybody in our league. J.C. Sheldon, maybe one of my favorite players in the league, she's just so good, always makes tough plays. You had Celeste Taylor from Duke, someone defensively who just gets after it. Big girl stretches and shoots. So they got a big post off the bench. The Michigan State transfer Parks, who comes in and dominates inside. It's one of those games we're going to have to be perfect to have a chance to win. We're going to have to make some shots. Understand we're going to have some tough moments of turning the basketball over, but we've got to be able to play through that stuff and try to limit live ball turnovers as much as we can. Everybody turns the ball over against these guys, and we just got to make sure our turnovers aren't bad turnovers.
And they come at you.
They never stop. Never stop. Never stop. And if they smell blood, I mean, we had about 17 or 18 in the third quarter, and the next thing you know, you blinked and it was a tie game. And I think they're going to let you go on runs. You're going to get open shots. You got to have confidence and knock them down, and then you just got to withstand whatever wave and press that they continually bring at you for 40 minutes.
You got a lot of freshmen on your team. That's just a lot of girls who are coming from a high school career where they were probably state champions or close to that. So what's that like to have such a high, rate of that on your roster, and is it kind of different thing for you to manage?
No, I don't think so. I think we've got good young women on our ball club. I think a lot of our kids have won. They won in state, they were in high school. Madison won in high school. Jayla won in high school. JT, Abby, Caitlin, they were on a team last year that went to the NCAA tournament. On a team that upset some people. So we've got some kids that are not going to back down to tough moments. They're going to keep fighting. They believe in what we're telling them. It doesn't always translate to really good basketball on the court, but for the most part, this group is just locked in and trying to get better every day.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks.